Okay, to start off a review, we'll go cover some of the features and parts of this bicycle rack. At the very end of a cradles is a red piece, which is a bottle opener, which comes in handy at the end of a ride. And next we'll move on to the cradles. Now, there's two sets of cradles, so this rack will only hold 2 bikes. And both sets of cradles do have anti-sway cradles built into them. There's straps for the top of a cradle and for an anti-sway cradle as well. And the cradle itself is smooth on the inside. The anti-sway power cradle also sways from the inside to the outside, depending on the type of geometry on your bicycle. Next, we'll go ahead and look at the levers that adjust the arms that hold the bicycle. They're very easy to use. You pull out on the lever till it goes 90 degrees, and then you can adjust the arms to the desired location, and then push them back together. On the other side of the levers are knobs that you can use to adjust a bicycle rack to fit the form of your car. Very easy to use. You pull them apart and give them a slight twist. Then you can adjust the bike rack. To lock it back up, turn the knob back into its original spot and give the bicycle rack a little bit of pull to make sure that the knobs snap in and engage. Okay, next we'll go on to the straps that hold the bike rack to this vehicle. Now they're all labeled top, side, and bottom. So it's very easy to identify the locations of each one. Alright, now the hooks that attach to the car all have a protective covering. And also the straps have a loop inside to keep the excess strap from flying around. And the buckles themselves have a protective coating around them to help keep from bouncing off the car and potentially scratching the finish. Now we can move on to the pads that touch the car. You'll notice that they are soft and pliable. However, you want to keep these pads clean as well as your car clean to keep anything like dirt and dust to get in between the pad and the car to keep it from getting scratched up. So a light coat of wax and a good clean before you install the bicycle rack is essential. Okay, at this point we can go ahead and install a bike rack on our car. Before we do that, we'll go ahead and adjust the bicycle rack according to the instructions. Now we'll have to measure from rivet to rivet to put it in the right spot. First we'll unlock the latches and adjust the bars and then relock them. Now let's go by your instructions. However, in this case we'll be working with a measurement of 20 inches. We'll go ahead and put the bike rack into its proper spot according to the instructions. You want to make sure that the pad is sitting on the strongest part of the sheet metal. In this case, we're going to have the bottom pad as pretty close to the license plate as possible. And the top pad is going to be pretty close to the front edge of the trunk, so we should be okay there as well. And we'll start off by placing the hooks on the top of the trunk lid. We'll attach those and then set the bike rack into place. We'll make sure it's centered, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the bottom straps and the side straps. After that, we'll go ahead and secure our excess straps. Alright, now we can go ahead and raise the arms for the bicycle cradles. We'll pull open the red levers on the inside and raise them until we have about a slight angle up. Then we'll lock them back in place. Then we can go ahead and load up a bike. When we load up our bike, we'll go ahead and make sure the straps are out of our way for the cradles we're going to use. We'll rotate the anti-sway power cradle towards the inside. It makes it a little bit easier to load up the bikes. When we place our bike into the cradles, we'll go ahead and balance it out on the cradles. Then we'll strap down the seat tube to the anti-sway power cradle. Then we'll run our other straps over the top tube of the bike. And those are all the steps that are needed to load up a bike. The bicycle rack does come with a couple other straps. One strap is to help keep the handlebars straight on the bike. So we'll wrap that around the wheel and the frame. Now there'll be an extra long strap that'll go around the bicycle rack and the frames of the bikes to act as a safety strap. Alright, one of the other accessories that come with this bicycle rack is that it has a glass hatch adapter. For vehicles with a glass hatch, this will fit between the glass and the bodywork of a vehicle. Now, a vehicle doesn't have a glass hatch, but we can still demonstrate how it works. We'll take it and drop it behind a trunk hatch, lower it on the inside, make sure it's all the way on the end. Then we go ahead and shut the hatch and pull it tight. Alright, and that'll finish it for our review of part number Y02624, the Yakima KingJoe Pro.